There are some who know from the very first minute where they are heading, what the next step is going to be, and what they need to succeed. There are some who just look for the right direction, but they are not sure about the final destination. But there is a place where we can all start the journey, where people help, pay attention to you, and believe in you. PÉCS is the city where you find a home and inspiration. PÉCS is the place where you can discover the potential within yourself, where you get practical experience and a solid theoretical foundation, and you can develop your skills, where your schoolmates become your friends and your teachers become your mentors. We are here for you, for those who are not afraid to get started, who are brave enough to look into the future and to make a difference, who want to develop and bring others forward, who share their ideas and are able to achieve them. The university is not just about studying, it is about being able to find and achieve your dreams. Because you might not know how far you will get, but you can choose the path to take on the way there. PÉCS, where your career starts.
Welcome to this webinar. As you signed up to discover about the new online MBA program from the University of Pecs, and you just saw a great intro, so maybe that already got you a little bit into the mood of how it is to study there. Before we start, I will briefly explain to you how this works. My name is Luc Mulling. I'm the moderator of today, and you have a couple of different options at your fingertips. So first of all, most importantly, if you have any questions, you can click on the tab called Questions, which you can find on the right. So there you can click on questions and write them. We also have the option to chat with us. The chat is more just to say hi and just to maybe say why you're interested in the program or where you're from. But the questions should be written in the question tab. Also, we will be opening up polling questions to you to briefly know a little bit more about you. And so one is already open. So thanks to fill those out throughout the session. Also, we have the option to react with emoticons. So that is at the bottom. You can click on it. Exactly. I see you already found it. That's just to give a little reaction to the speakers and to make it more lively and interactive and fun. So do feel free to do that. In any case, without further ado, we're going over to the two presenters of today. First of all, we have with us Maria Lajos, the international coordinator. She will be kicking off in a second. And also we have with us Beatrice Lani. She's the associate professor, the program director. Now, we will start with you. So Maria, we will be putting on your presentation. So go ahead and take on for this part of the presentation. Good luck.
Thank you for the introduction and this opportunity to have this webinar with you. So welcome everyone. My name is Maria. I'm the International Coordinator at the Faculty of Business and Economics at the University of Pecs. I am going to talk a little bit about the university and our faculty itself, and I think most importantly about the admission procedure and the required documents, for example, that needed in order to be able to admit it to this online MBA program. So let's see the presentation. Well, the University of Pecs was founded in 1367, which means that we have more than 650 years of tradition of education, and we have basically 650 years history of teaching. We were the first university in Hungary, so I would say that we are very proud of that title. Currently, we have 10 faculties at the university, which has more than 20,000 students, and I would say 4,500 or 5,000 out of them is international students. So I would say we are quite of an international university. Just some numbers about the university itself. We have more than 30 years experience in international education. It was one of the other faculties who started the English language program first. We have a little less, we have a 25 years experience in teaching in English language, as our first English language program was founded in 1996. As I mentioned, the year of the foundation before, the number of the students, of course, and we are very proud to be ranked among the top 3 Hungarian university in each year, basically continuously by now. So we are also very proud of that. Our school was founded in 1970. We just celebrated our 50th anniversary in the last year. But unfortunately, due to Corona, we had to cancel a lot of programs that we planned to do. But that's just the way it is. So yes, we are one of the leading business and economics school in Hungary, and definitely outside of Budapest, we are the leading business and economics school in Hungary. There is only basically one who is bigger and would say the leading one in Hungary, and it is in Budapest. Of course, it has the advantage of being in Budapest, in the capital. So it's nice to be the best outside of the capital. We provide international experience to our students in terms of being able to participate in different internationalization programs, such as like conferences, any kind of webinars, web shops, workshops, and so on. So we are fully on to provide the international experience to our Hungarian students and our international students as well. The continuous improvement is really important in our business education. I'm going to talk about it, I think, in the next slide, but maybe a bit later, that we are working on to modernize our whole infrastructure as well, but of course the education itself too. It proves that we received the FMD accreditation, but a little bit later about that. Our faculty itself in numbers, we have 7 English language programs, and one of them is the online MBA program. It's actually a newly introduced program, so the first intake is going to be in 2022 February. So we are very, very excited about that. We have a lot of corporate partners, of course. Since being a business school and an economics school, we must have, but we are very high, like we are very high on that. Like have a lot of corporate partners, international corporate partners as well, that are working together with our lecturers, with our students on different kind of national and international projects. Our faculty have 2,200 students, and about, I would say, 300 of them is international students. So again, I would say we're a quite international university and faculty. As I mentioned, the EFMD accreditation, it's basically a European Foundation for Management Development membership. That's the acronym for. And this is basically providing a high quality recognition and assurance of business education throughout Europe, and not just Europe, basically worldwide. It's an accreditation system which is focusing on not just face-to-face, but blended and online provisions as well. So we received it to our Bachelor of Business Administration and Management program. So that's the program which is accredited, which was accredited 2 years ago. So we are very proud of that, and we are really hardly working on keeping that and just keep continuously improving our education and our faculty as well. Our program portfolio, as I mentioned, we have 7 English language programs, 2 bachelor, the Business Administration and Management, Tourism and Catering, the Master of Management and Leadership and Business Development program, the online MBA program, which is the newest program, and 2 international PhD programs. Now I'm going to talk about the online MBA program. You can see that the duration of the program is 4 semesters. It could be shortened to 3, but my colleague is going to talk about it in details. The program has 2 intakes. Now the next one, the upcoming one, is the 2022 February. intake, which would be the spring intake, but we will also have a semester start in 2022 September, which is the next intake of the program. It is important to know about this program that this is only online. There is no face-to-face education. It does not require physical presence at the faculty. So basically, you can do this beside your job. You don't have to travel to Hungary. You don't have to deal with visa issues or visa application. So basically, yeah, just from your computer, you can complete this MBA program. The application fee of the program is €100. I will talk a little bit about this later too. And the tuition fee is €20,400 for the whole program. It includes all the costs. So it's really important to know that it is for the whole program. The deadline for application for the February 2022 intake is the 10th of January. Well, the reason for this short time period for the admission process is because you don't need to apply for visa, which usually takes up most of the time of the admission process. On our website, you can see the program structure and the student handbook. And also from our website, you can start the application. But about the program structure, again, my colleague will talk in details a bit later. Just a little bit about the further studies and the career path. Well, of course, this is an online program, but we try to build up a logical system, which means that from the bachelor studies, you can continue on master and PhD or the MBA. So we try to make that, we try to give it a sense so the students can continue their studies at our place, of course, if they like it, and mostly they do. So that's why is it starting the further studies with the undergraduate students. It's mentioning the undergraduate students. Among the success stories, you can just see some of the examples. It's really just some of the examples of our international students who are we still in contact with, and we just know where they work, what are they doing now, how they cope with life at the moment. So this is just some of them, some examples where they are at now in life, even just finishing maybe just our bachelor program or one of the master programs. So yeah, the application, it's a really important part of this presentation. So the application, like if you decide to apply for this program, you can start that at the apply.pt.hu website, but from our website, of the faculty's website, it leads to this application surface. On the website, you can see the required documents, but I will show them as well on a later slide. So basically, once you choose the program and create your profile in this Dream Apply system, that's how it's called, the Dream Apply online application system, you create your profile and you must fill with your data, of course, and upload the required documents. Once you submit your application, it will automatically issue you the invoice about the €100 application fee. There is a possibility for students or applicants to pay by credit cards. There's a system, it's called Simple Pay. So it's an immediate transfer. So we immediately see the payment in the system, and that's when we start the evaluation of the uploaded documents. Let's say that nothing is missing and you're eligible for an interview. Then we conduct, in case of this program, it's only an online interview is conducted. I will talk about these in details a bit later. And let's say, of course, that the interview was successful and you passed it, and the admission committee decided that, yes, we would like to have these students on our program. And if there is no missing document, everything is correct, I will set your status to acceptable. If there is something missing, then it will be conditionally acceptable, mentioning what is the missing document. And as soon as you submit this, you will see again a status update, and the system will issue the invoice about the tuition fee. It's important that you do not have to pay the tuition fee for the whole program in advance, just for the first semester. So just don't be scared. It doesn't have to be the €20,000 at once. So And once we see that the tuition fee has arrived, I will issue you the letter of acceptance. And basically, that's the end of the admission period. You don't have to apply for visa. You will just receive later on the details of the enrollment and, of course, the details of the courses and the program itself. So basically, that's how the application process ends. You can see the list of the required documents, but also this is available on our website. Of course, valid passport and the bachelor degree is very important on the field of business or economics. Again, very important document is a transcript of records of the results of your basically courses that you completed during your bachelor program. And again, it's important that it has to be both the bachelor degree and the transcript of records has to be officially translated to English. We need the original and the English translation as well. Coming to the English part, the English language certificate is maybe the other most important document that you need to upload. On a later slide, you will see an exact list of the acceptable language certificates. I wouldn't like to go into details because there are quite a lot of them that we accept. So you can choose out of those. We will need a medical certificate. There is a form of that which is downloadable from the website, so you can see what kind of tests you need to complete and what kind of documents you need to send. Important in case of the MBA program, we need a certificate, or it's a required document, a certificate of at least 3 years of professional experience. It has to be like a signed document from a previous employer or your current employer, that like since when you are working there and what are you doing basically. You will need the CV and the motivation letter, and for extra points, some other certificates, documents about voluntary work, professional experience, of course, and the research proposal is not relevant here. So the language requirements, I don't want to say anything about these. This is available on our website too, but you can see the list of the documents we can accept. It's important that if you don't have any of these language exam certificates, then we also accept that if you've continued your undergraduate studies in English, but there has to be an official certificate about it issued by the university. We can also accept that instead of an actual certificate. A little bit about the evaluation. As I mentioned, that after you pay the €100 application fee, we start the evaluation of your documents. You can see in the middle column that in case of the MBA program, basically the master programs, you can see what you can receive points for. Basically for the learning outcomes, the motivation letter, and the interview. These are the main criteria in case of the master programs. If you receive 0 points for any of these, then unfortunately the application must be rejected, but let's hope for the best that it doesn't happen. You can see the maximum points, and it is also important that you must reach at the end with the professional interview, you must reach at least 40 points. Otherwise, again, the application must be rejected. But about the point system, like exactly how many points you can receive for certain things, it is available on the website. The admission interview in case of the master program is basically, I would say it's more of like 15 minutes. It's a 15 minutes conversation between you and 2 or 3 lecturers. Usually it's two lecturers in the committee and 1 administrative staff, who is usually me or one of my other colleagues. It is going to be a discussion, just the normal things. Usually, like, applicants could be scared from an admission interview, but really we are just curious about yourself. So it's nothing like we are going to ask something that you have to really prepare for. It's just basically about your previous studies, your thesis that you have to write, if you had to write any during your undergraduate studies. It is going to be a discussion about your motivation, why you applied for this program, what are the future plans if you complete this program, if you have the degree. So basically, it's really just a discussion. It's not an exam. Don't think about it as an exam. I think this was it from me. You can see the contact of the colleagues, of the faculty. And our website is the ktk.pt.hu. The English version of that, you can see all the information regarding the required documents, fees, and everything. But if you have any questions, you can just email me on my email address. You can see there, or the admission@ktk.pt.hu. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Maria. We will continue with Beatrice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So welcome in the online MBA program of the University of Pecs Faculty of Business and Economics. As a program director, I would like to kindly greet you. We offer you a worldwide accepted European Union master degree by fulfilling a fully online distance learning master program. This is a program where tradition meets innovation, focusing on the interdisciplinary practices of the 21st century technological innovations. The program offers you a long tradition-based knowledge. As you could hear it, our university education reaches back to 1367, and this is combined with advanced technological solutions. And as a consequence of this, we provide you a unique academic experience that is really based on professional expertise. This is a fully online master program that helps you to unfold the full potential in you. The advantage of the internet-based education is that you can develop a worldwide virtual networks of students, professors, and business professionals, and also alumni. So, if we would like to answer why is it worth to choose and study on the MBA program of the University of Pecs, then first of all, the emphasis is on the interdisciplinarity and on the digital participation-based learning. The online curriculum is really based on highly recognized, internationally accepted education materials of international publishers like Cengage or Pearson. And the program integrates the necessary business knowledge into a framework of digitalization, of the digital economy. And we provide leadership skills that are required in the digitalization challenges. Only few MBA programs focus on the digitalization. And actually, as my colleague Maria pointed out, this is a program which is normally planned for 4 semesters. But with the above the average progress rate, you can fulfill the whole program within 3 semesters. So, and what are the main features of this program? As I mentioned to you, this is a fully online distance learning master program, and students from all around the world can apply for it. And it means that the entire program can be completed from your home. You don't have to travel to Hungary. You don't have to leave your work. You don't need to leave your country. You don't need to leave your family. It means that all the learning materials we provide you in electric form. It means that it requires a high individual workload, but with continuous professor supervision. And the quality of the program is ensured that all the professors are internationally highly recognized, and all of the professors on the program have a PhD degree. How does this program structure looks? So as my colleague indicated to you, there is a logical sequence of the module in the program. First of all, you can see there is a general methodological basis. Afterwards, general and specific business and economics knowledge is provided. And the last semester focuses on the thesis development. And as my colleague indicated also the cost. So what are the costs in details? So there is a registration fee. There is a tuition fee, as you can see in each semesters, and the cost of the learning materials should be covered as well. But you don't have to pay as a whole at the beginning of the program, so it is very easy to you to cover these costs. So, and who is the successful candidate for our MBA program? Those who have a bachelor degree in the field of business and economics from one of the accredited institutions. He or she should have a B2 level English language certificate and at least 3 years professional experience. Actually, you can ask, why online MBA? Why online MBA that focuses on digitalization? I can tell you the answer, because there is a growing interest towards the digital economy, towards Industry 4.0. And this digital transformation caused really profound changes in the business models, in the communication ways, in the financial procedures as well. It means that managers should create a new set of requirements. And actually, if you think it over, how companies react to these changes, it will influence their future competitiveness. So that's why training new managers in this digital economy is crucial and it is essential. And that is what we offer to you now. So the purpose of the program is training executives to develop analytic and strategy development skills. And this online MBA program conduces stakeholders to discover the highest potential in you. And what is really crucial and important, we offer you a worldwide accepted European master degree. So apply now to our online MBA program, and with the competition, you can be a real manager of the digital age. So welcome.
Great, thank you very much, Beatrice. And that concludes this part of the webinar. And as you saw here from and already heard from Maria and Beatrice, there's a lot of reasons to start this program. But if you still have some questions, this is the time. So we're now switching over to the Q&A, where we'd like to hear from you anything that you're wondering about. This is the moment to ask your questions and have any doubts taken care of. So we already have a couple of questions, so we will switch over to those. Just before that, actually, to remind the audience, if you're watching the recording, you can still write your questions there. We can, of course, not answer them live right now. However, we will be able to come back to you later. So the questions will be sent through to the staff of the University of Pecs, and they can come back to you probably by email. So just give it a couple of days. Okay. Question from Vanak. Vanak is asking, do you provide an online MBA program also online with a scholarship?
Well, I think I can answer for that question. In case of the online program, since this is a new program, we don't have a scholarship planned at the moment. So my answer is unfortunately no, we don't have any scholarship for the online MBA program yet.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. I hope that answers your question, Vanak. Question from Lucas. How can we interact and network with others?
I start and then my colleague will continue. So actually, we have digital networks, and in this digital network, also students, professors, and alumni can interact with each other. So it's very easy. And also we can use different technological advances as well. So that's why actually, this COVID era helped everyone to develop this network relationship. So that's why we really have the technological background and the infrastructure for it. So don't worry, we will solve this problem.
Yeah, I think there's nothing I can add to this. I was just going to say the same, that the COVID situation has definitely prepared us out of nothing for this online world. So I would say we did pretty good on that in the last, well, almost 2 years. So we definitely have the surfaces and the platforms where students can interact with each other, and the lecturers or the administrative stuff as well. Like you have any study related issues like with the paperwork or something, you can definitely deal with that online on different surfaces. Mostly, well, we actually we introduced Teams, Microsoft Teams, in our administrative work and in the education as well. So I would say that would be the most common surface to use during your studies.
And actually, if I can add, also, I have students who are writing the final thesis. For example, they can prefer Zoom as well, so we can Zoom as well. So really, we have several platforms to interact.
Okay. Great. Thank you very much, both of you, for your answers. I hope that gave a good explanation. If not, let us know. We still have some time to answer your questions. Next question from Jesus, I guess. That is, I am focused on business strategy, so I'm looking at my options. Can you specify what you offer on this?
If you go back, and I need your help concerning my slides. Thank you. And perhaps I was too quick when I showed the program structure. So actually, because it's an MBA program, we analyze and we interact with all the marketing, finance, and management perspective from a strategic point of view. So we don't use and we don't lecture at this level of education the tactics. We concentrate on the strategy, because we offer you a broader perspective, a point of view, a way of thinking, actually. If you are interested in the detailed syllabus of the content of the different modules, we are happy to send you. We have the handbook as well, so you can see what is the content of each module. Did I answer it? And can we send you the handbook if you are curious about it?
Okay, thank you. I mean, we get a thumbs up, so I guess there might be a yes. So thank you for answering that. I hope that indeed was answering your question. Otherwise, let us know. Next question. Before we go to the next question, actually, I want to point out that we do have questions for you as well. So we did open up the polling. We have a couple of questions that we would like to know from you, just to know where you are at your research for an MBA program. Are you looking to start in February or later in September? That's another option. Or you're not sure yet. Just let us know. And also, if you're interested but do not apply yet, why would that be? So we just want to look at a bit what your where you are at this stage, and of course if you find the session useful. So I opened that up just right now as well. So before you leave the session, it would be great to get your feedback, both for the live audience and for the people watching the recording, so you all can participate. So do let us know a little bit on that, please. That would be appreciated. Thank you. All right. Next question we get from Daria. Can we work in Hungary after this, or any benefits? She asks.
Actually, after the studies, you have the opportunity to apply to companies, as far as I know. But Maria, I give the floor to you.
Well, I would say that there are definitely a lot of international companies in Hungary who has employs a lot of international students who completed their studies in any Hungarian university. So I would say yes, but as this is an online course, then of course, then after the studies, you would have to deal with the visa issues or procedure, which is not related to the studies, as this is an online program. But I would definitely say yes, as I know personally students who work, international students who work in Hungary in big companies, multinational companies in for example Budapest. So yes, it is possible to find a job, but again, then there is a visa related a question regarding to that.
Okay, thank you very much. And that was actually a question we received offline as well about the visa requirements. So I guess what you just mentioned, that only takes into effect for after the, if you come to Hungary,
Yeah,
as this is about an
yeah,
online MBA, right?
exactly. And like in that case, like if you're interested in that, I would say to I would suggest to check out the website of the immigration office of the Hungarian Immigration Authorities website, because they have very detailed information on different type of visas, because then it wouldn't be a study visa or anything like that. So I would say to I would suggest to check out their website to see what do you need even to apply for certain type of visas. But to this program you don't need to apply for visa, of course, because this is an online program.
Exactly. So,
And this is the advantage of the program. Sorry for interfering.
exactly, no visa needed. That is a benefit, definitely. I just shared on the screen a link to the program overview. That is the basically also you can find the information of the intakes, the deadline. You can actually apply from there as well. So a lot of the information that has been presented, you can find summarized there. So before you leave, again, I encourage you to click on it, and you can at your own pace have a look at it. I will be sharing a couple links more in a little bit, just about some social media as well, that you can get more information. Just checking if we have some more question that we got in at this stage. I don't see further questions, so I think everything might just be clear to everybody. But if you have a question still, this is your moment. For the live audience, you can write it right now, and Maria and Beatrice are here to help you. But of course, also for the people that are watching the recording, I know a lot of nowadays are doing that as well. So you can still write your questions there. Let's see if there's in the chat anything that came through. Okay, I don't think we got a question there. So, no, it seems at this stage that those are the questions at this point. So with that, we will slowly then round off the session. I guess this information has been clear. I think it has been, because we have a lot of information has been given to you by Maria and Beatrice. So I hope that helped you in making this decision. It doesn't have to stop here, of course. You can get in touch. I will send some links to social media, so you can check out some more things as well of the the university, how it is, what they offer. So with that, I like to leave the last words over to, I think, Maria, you'll be rounding off the session, I believe. Otherwise, Beatrice, feel free to drop in whilst I'll be sharing the links.
Well, I think I can only say that we hope that we could reply to all of your questions. And as Luke mentioned, that if you have any further questions later on, if you really think about it, or you check our website and you need further information and you have further questions related to the application or to the program itself, the program structure, courses, or basically anything, you can just reach out to us. Our email addresses were shared, so please just feel free to contact us anytime, and we will try to answer to our best knowledge. And thank you for being here from very various countries, as I can see, from Brazil, Poland, Thailand. So we are happy to see that we reached a lot of applicants or interested person all around the world. So yeah, thank you for being here, and hopefully see your name during among the applicants.
I would like also thank you for your attention and for being here. And I hope that we will meet soon. Take care in this COVID situation and see you later.
Thank you, both of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.